yeah, I just got some last minute additions to put in packets. That's why it's not in front of you, but it will be in a minute. Here you go.
That's a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Save your paper next time. Save your paper next.
Yes. Well, had to be complete, transparent.
All right, you ready? Yep. You ready? You ready? All right. Good evening. Welcome to the Brookfield Select Board meeting for Wednesday, May 13th, 2026 at 7 p.m. We're at the Brookfield Town Hall. This is a joint meeting with the Board of Assessors. This meeting will be live streamed and video recorded. Please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There will be no public comment for this meeting. Signed warrants, fiscal year 2026-2022 accounts payable in the amount of $196,701.15. Fiscal year 2026-22 payroll in the amount of $784,484.85. Fiscal year 2026-23 accounts payable in the amount of $45,490.23. And fiscal year 2026-23 payroll in the amount of $199,208.82. Number one. Someone want to read it?
Oh, sure. I didn't know if we were going to go out of order like we did the last time to do the open meeting stuff.
7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Yeah, so we have to.
okay, so I move to enter executive session under exemption 2 to conduct strategy sessions in preparation for negotiations with non-union personnel or to conduct collective bargaining sessions or contract negotiations with non-union personnel. The New England Police Benevolent Association, as well as under exemption 1 to discuss the reputation, character, physical condition, or mental health rather than the professional competence of an individual, or discuss discipline or dismissal of or complaints or charges against a public officer, employee, staff member, or individual. And we will be reconvening in open session.
Yes.
Second.
Kaufman, aye.
Campbell, aye.
Chafee, aye.
We will be back. All right. We told them we were going upstairs.
Should have had to show up to the assessor meeting last night, so we could have got through all this. No, seriously, since we're having a copy of the agendas, we actually can do that.
I know. We
For
could.
Work coordination. So.
Oh. Yeah, thanks again for alerting me to that assessor. I had no idea I had to do this.
Both
into the
directions,
session.
yeah.
Now we know, okay.
We're all learning.
Talk about the last minute though, I mean,
Well, unfortunately Patty was home and next to her computer.
Oh, yeah.
So.
What do you think? It's gonna be a long night?
Just so you know, I muted the microphones, but the camera is still on,
Okay.
and the recording is still recording. Although actually, I can kill that probably.
Doesn't matter, I don't have to talk after.
It feels like I'm intruding. Wrong to be here.
We've been here so long, Zach and I are good friends now.
Yeah, we've all been friends. We're all very familiar with
I
each
gave
other
him
now.
mommy advice already, yep, we've all been chatting.
We all know each other's life stories.
Okay, I sent it to Michelle, so she'll probably join in a few.
What?
I sent the link to Michelle,
Oh, okay.
but I'll let you know when she's here, I guess.
You could send the link.
Jesus, my stomach is growling.
Okay, she's in.
Well, who else is on there? Okay, Michelle and Brad?
Brad. All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Are you ready? Number 3, policies and procedures, overall discussion. Michelle, you want to start?
Sure. Good evening, folks. Michelle Randazzo, KP Law Town Council. So as you folks are heading into the end of the fiscal year, I know, I understand that some questions have come up about, end of year financial, processes and questions regarding payroll processing and the like. And so I know that you folks had adopted, some time ago, like maybe
2019.
pandemic or pre-pandemic, a set of extensive financial policies and procedures. And I think it might be a good idea for the board to discuss the degree to which it wants to either reissue them, readopt them if they think it's necessary, or just ensure that all staff are familiar with them.
Okay. Comments, questions, from the two of you?
No, I think that's
No, I think
appropriate.
yeah.
Get them out and
And I
get them
think-
signed, ready
I
to
think like,
personnel.
I'd like to see them sent out, and I'd also like to just, as part of the note, ask the department heads if there's any feedback required, if there's any improvements or opportunities that they see within them, just from a standpoint, or if there's some misunderstanding, that we can give them some clarification,
Okay.
so.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea to, advise. If you have any questions, please contact, I don't know whether it's you, a board designee, if it's the accountant, a combination of the two, but, folks should, of course, if they have any questions, they should be encouraged to bring them forward.
Okay.
Want me to send it out to department heads and ask for their feedback on it?
Yeah, Laura, you want to do it?
Sure.
Yeah. And they can CC, who do you want? One of us at least.
You were Karen.
Yeah. Just do me, I guess, if they're okay with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? No? Are you all set
No.
with Michelle?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, I know you've got some warrant stuff on the agenda. Do you need me for that?
No, we're all set. We're gonna,
Okay.
we're gonna skip over it and we're gonna do a day meeting next week, I think.
Got it. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you, Michelle.
Have a good night. Okay, moving on. We're gonna skip over 4, for the request to use the common in number 5 and 6. So we're moving on to number 7. Request to use common for Apple Country.
Motion to approve the use of the common for the Apple Country Fair on October 10th, 2026.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We're skipping over 8. Kirby backed out. Number 9, appoint interim town administrator.
Are you looking for a motion?
I guess, or do you want to discuss it first? Did anybody give it any thought?
I again am not ready to make a decision on this evening. If you guys want to do it, you'll have to, I'll abstain because I'm not ready to make a decision on it.
I think some of the issues we've been running into, I think, highlight how it would be better for us as a community to have somebody in that focal position who's handling the day-to-day. And I just don't think it's really in the town's best interest to continue without a town administrator. I expressed my preference last meeting. I think that in terms of somebody with HR experience, somebody who has even had the experience of being, you know, an interim, I think at one point even an interim DPW director. I think Blythe would be a great addition to Brookfield to kind of bridge the gap and give us the space to go ahead and make a measured decision around who would be in that role permanently. And I don't think it's necessarily a negative that she specializes in interim roles, and that would kind of free us up to be empowered to look for that permanent person without necessarily having somebody who's going to have their nose out of joint over the fact we're looking for a permanent town administrator while they're filling the role. I mean, there's some advantages to somebody who's like that, and that's their gig.
I guess my only concern is that in her resume, she's currently working, I believe, full-time where she's working, and I question how much time she would be willing to give the town of Brookfield, and I still wanted to, I guess I would just ask for one more week, and I would like to get approval from the board to reach out to her to see what her hours that she would be willing to commit versus one of the other applicants. So if the board would allow me, I would be more than willing to speak to her and one of the other applicants. But I think you're absolutely right, Beth. I think we do need someone right away.
Okay. I believe the role that you're talking about that she's currently in is functionally a consultant for towns. So I think she just basically takes a pause from that gig working for another organization who does it to work for us directly.
I just want
Feel
to...
free to, I mean, if you feel that need to reach out, I'm not going to necessarily object to it. I'd still like to put a motion out on the floor because I think she made it very clear that she was available for the hours that we needed her to work. I mean, I asked the question regarding commute time, like what the hours would look like from, like what the work week would look like, and she didn't seem to express that there was any conflict with anything else that's going on, that her focus would be Brookfield for the interim period. So I'm not quite sure I understand where that perception comes from.
I don't know if you realize, but I dropped the connection, so I wasn't on board with the whole interview. So I might have missed what you're talking about.
Okay.
So my connection, I couldn't reconnect.
And you didn't go back and listen to the
I did
audio?
not, no,
Okay.
and
Alright.
I apologize for that now, because I should have, but, you know, and here's the disadvantage, that we can't communicate outside the meeting, because that was one of the things I'm really hung up on, was her current position and what she would be willing to give,
Yeah,
so.
but no, she was talking about
Yeah,
coming,
so-
I think she was talking about, what, 4 days a week, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, I think so. I
Like 7 hours.
But I would just, if we could wait one more week, I don't think it's the end of the world, but if you guys want to rule on it now, it's up to you.
All right, I guess we can wait one more week, but that's it. All I'm willing to do. All right.
You want a motion to review it, or you just want to wait on Rich?
We'll just wait on Rich. I didn't, honestly, I didn't check any of their references, to be honest, so maybe I'll take the time and check some of their references. But,
I think it's pretty important that we check references, for sure.
or ask them maybe
Yeah.
for some references. I don't even know if they provided any. But I feel like that's pretty important. And that's something that I totally missed. But, okay.
So, from an action item perspective, Rich is gonna reach out regarding hours, although I think we did cover it actually in the interview. Is there, do you have the time to reach out about references?
Yeah, I'll reach out before, yeah, and if we wanna meet before next Wednesday, whatever, I'm okay. If, once he gets his answers and whatever, we can meet to make the decision faster, if that's what it's gonna take.
So I guess next topic.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Number 10, appoint town administrator search committee.
I'll make the motion, we appoint the first 5 applicants on the list. It would be Jeff Clark, Lori Barkis, Kermit Eaton, Peter Mezzuza, and Michael Siri.
Did we say it was 5 or a 7-person committee?
5.
Okay.
I think the problem with a 7, it might be hard to get a quorum, but
Yeah, some of the members from the last committee said that it was 7 last time, and that worked pretty well.
I have a lot of faith in the first 5, but that's my motion. Doesn't get seconded, we'll go to Plan B.
Second, I guess, for discussion. The charge that we had, the committee charter, it says we can't do more than 1 selectman. But it says 1 selectman, so,
That was your charge that you submitted, Beth, that I put in the packet.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can always revisit the charge. Do we
Yeah.
feel that we need a selectman on there?
I don't feel, I just want, or either way,
I'm
I
fi-
just
I'm-
wanna
I'm-
leave it
I'm-
open. I'm just reading the town officials, residents with, I'm just making sure that we hit all the, the little bullet points.
Yep.
So that was one of it. So my question is, do you want one of the selectmen? And this also says up to 2 alternates. So do you want to make like one of the selectmen an alternate?
Do you want me to redo the motion, or do you want to
Well,
just
we're in
vote on-
discussion, so what do you, what do you want to
I
do?
think we can
And what do you
appoint.
want to do?
I don't have any interest in being one of the alternates, so.
Well, I figured
Yeah.
that.
If one of you want to be it, that's fine with me.
It's there, we talked about it.
Yeah, and
I think
actually it
Beth and I
says,
talked
and
about
it also says 1 or more select board members optional at the discretion of the board.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So.
I just want to make sure that it's not something that, we want to do.
So,
But if we don't, I'm okay.
yeah, no, I'm fine with making the committee be the committee, so.
Okay.
Um,
I'm okay with those 5.
all right. Well, it's seconded. Do you want to just pull the vote then? Or did
Yeah.
just you
Yeah,
vote?
any more discussion? You guys all set?
I'm all set.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Do we want to vote the 2 alternates tonight?
I had someone ask me about what it would entail, but they did not apply, so
Okay, because, I mean, we have 3 options. I don't see any reason why we couldn't pick 2 alternates out of the 3 that we have there. I'd like to give Sean the opportunity to engage in a committee. He's, hasn't done stuff with the town for a bit.
List. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I got the chart, I don't have the list.
you want this list here,
I'll give you a list.
Sarah?
Thanks.
Did he give it to you?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, and that's the order in which they asked.
Applied?
I wrote it on my calendar as soon as someone asked, so that happens to be why it's in that order.
Okay, so what did you say? What did you say? I'm sorry.
I said the first 5,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
Beth said she would like to see Sean as an alternate, and I'm totally good with that.
Yeah,
So
I'm
then it's
okay
just a
with that.
case of Brenda or Holly for the other alternate. I think as tax collector, Brenda would probably have more direct engagement with the town administrator, so I would see her as potentially being the second alternate there.
I'll have to think about this. It's nothing against them, I don't know if I like having 3, even
Town
though,
employees?
yeah, even though Lori's technically outsourced. I don't know if I like having even 4, really. It would be Lori, Mike, Brenda. Oh, no, we picked Sean. So yeah, either way it'd be 3.
Well, I mean, Mike's an elected official.
Yeah, so is Brenda. So I feel like one of them could represent, I don't know.
And then Holly would represent folks that are appointed.
Yeah,
So I would say probably Holly and Sean as alternates.
yeah.
So I'll move that we appoint Sean Mulligan and Holly Chisholm as alternates to the TA search committee.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Actually, I think Holly's actually in 2 roles. She's both appointed and elected. She's on the Board of Assessors as well.
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot.
So, duh. I should know that. Only sat through a couple meetings at this point.
Yeah, both of your assessors, you should know that.
Okay.
All right, 9, 10, okay, 11, we'll do both together, 11 and 12. Is that okay?
Oh, sure.
It says in same folder, so,
Yeah, actually, a couple of different things. One, let's hit Gay Road first. That original email that had the how much money it was gonna cost to finish Gay Road, that included doing the ad alternate. So I clarified that with Piapi. So that actually needs to go out the bid separate, because we've determined that the top coat on that section of the road is not included in the base contract, and we only awarded the base contract. So, and I guess my question is, I'd like some guidance from the rest of the board. We don't currently have a CPO. In talking with Highway, right now, there's like some push me, pull you around the staffing levels and things like, we had appointed him project manager for the cemetery. And there's a lot of spring maintenance that needs to occur in other spaces. So I'm wondering if to get like Gay Road and to get some of the stuff moving relative to the cemetery project, if we wanted to revisit. I know we had gotten the one quote from Rebecca Ruffley about doing CPO work for us. If we're not appointing a town administrator right now, and we don't necessarily have somebody with that proficiency, do we want to go ahead and take a look at using her to get out to bid for getting the screened millings in? Because I was hoping, I had talked to Kermit about and it's under the kind of like the project versus, the highway project versus spring maintenance, is that if we could get started on the cemetery, the base portion of the cemetery road stuff, in a perfect world, I was trying to talk to Kyle to get the material in and get it spread prior to Memorial Day, but I don't think we're gonna be able to make that at this point, right? So, and I guess, do we need to identify a different person as point for cemetery? And then, do we want, especially since we're not voting on a town administrator tonight, do you want me to reach out to Rebecca Ruffley and at least get out to quote functionally put the ad alternate back out there as a separate bid to actually complete that portion of the road, for Gay Road?
So-
Because, if,
Sorry.
yeah, that's okay, and I apologize, I had a big enough pause that you weren't meaning to interrupt. Because if we put it out to bid now, right, we have the opportunity, even if it winds up a different contractor, to at least get the whole thing done functionally at once. There's enough Chapter 90 that it could be paid for out of that. We have the funds identified and actually using who's most likely to come in the least expensive on the state contract. It would actually be less money than we've already voted to cover the completion of the project and just be done with it. But I'd like to get that request for proposal out there, basically based off the documentation from the original ad alternate, so that we can get some quotes back and just have a plan to not leave the road 95% done.
So I just have a couple questions for you. Under the current contract with Jim Pioppi Construction, he's to top coat from the beginning Gay Road to the power lines.
The power lines,
Right?
yep.
So why wouldn't we just use our already state contract bid for paving from the power lines to the Sturbridge Town line? Because that would be the absolute most cost effective.
So the state contract, the paver he's gonna use is on the state contract, but because the amount of money for that portion of the road, we can't just, my understanding is, because of the cost, we can't just award it even if they're on the state contract, because there's several paving companies that are on the state contract.
When I say state contract, I mean the bid that we've already received from Mass Broken Stone. We've already received the bid from them per ton, and we've received it every year for quite a while, for years and years. I forget what the
so,
actual
I mean-
tonnage rate is, but they were the low bidder, and we already have that,
Yeah,
and
so
it's good.
we could just award that, yes. We
Yeah.
could schedule them to do the work, yes.
And we know that that's a significantly lower rate than what Pioppi had given to do his portion.
Right.
So, the only disadvantage to it is, we're probably not likely to schedule both pavers on the same day.
No.
So there would be a
There'll
cold
be a
joint,
seam.
but
But the
there's
seam's the same.
there's
It's not
probably
the
gonna
only
be
cold
anyway.
joint.
Exactly.
It's not the
So-
only cold joint in town.
Personally, I would like to see it get done that way, and I thought it was the most cost-effective for the town. Are you good with that, Lori?
Oh, fine with it. I do that in all my other towns. I just go right off whatever was awarded in we do
Yeah.
regional bids, but
Yeah.
the yearly bid.
And
Yeah,
then-
so
and
if
then
we-
the
If
second-
we accepted them as our supplier, then yeah, that'd be.
Yeah,
that'd be
and then the
pretty good.
second portion for the cemetery roads, I think it's imperative that we take Kyle off of that to let him take care of the maintenance, and we still haven't even fluid filmed the trucks from winter. Like, there's so many things that we're lacking. I know he's participating down Lewis Field to help them. He's got a ton of things to do. If we could appoint another project manager, and then I actually asked him about it today in a text message, and he said that he had been asked to get quotes on a screener to screen the millings, and we could just buy screened millings for under $10,000, and we wouldn't even need to incur costs from Roughly Consulting or anyone else. Just buy the millings and
Well, that's
get
what
the
I
project.
that's what I had originally asked him about, and then he came up with the concept of just screening what we had.
Yeah. problem with screening what we have is they're so melted together that we probably wouldn't even have enough to go through the 1-inch screen that's being required, because so much of it's just gonna go overrun the screen. So I think it makes sense just to buy the millings. They'll be significantly less than $10,000 and we get the project done.
Okay, because I had originally just asked him to go out to bid for the millings, and then there was, I guess, some sort of concern expressed about that, and so then I was like, I think he actually may have even recommended that we could screen our own, so, but
We
either
just don't
way,
have,
all we need to do is put it out for somebody to get us the screened millings
Yeah.
and get it spread, because right now we've got, you know, a highway department of 2, I don't know that we have.
he's struggling to mow the lawn and do potholes.
Right.
We can't rent a screening plant and have him come in and screen. We just don't have the help. So, and I would like to see it, if at all possible, get it done before Memorial Day, that would be great. So,
Okay. Anything else?
So I guess we need, so who do we have that can be the project manager for that project, I guess, if it's not gonna be Kyle?
I
'Cause
can
that's
ask
what we
around to
voted as a
see if,
board. I mean, that's what we voted as a board, so we need somebody to reassign it to.
Are we doing like like, are we asking like somebody from town? Is it gonna be one of us? I guess that's my question.
It could be either.
I know Kermit Eaton had talked to Herb Chafee and he had volunteered to help. So,
I can reach out to him, see what he says.
I know he had offered to help.
I don't know how much involvement he wants to have, but I think it's worth checking with him. It's totally separate from the highway aspect.
Yeah, I mean, the challenge would be is that we'd need to probably keep that discreet from the highway crew period, so I don't know what other volunteers we could get to be part of laying it down.
Say that again, I'm not sure.
I said, I don't know, I think if Herb was acting as project manager, I don't know. Would we still be supplying people from highway?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be better not to commingle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So you're gonna talk to Herb?
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
All right.
For the bell tower, I thought I was gonna give everybody bad news and say we didn't know what we were gonna spend our remaining $20,000 for earmark money, and then, I have to really thank, the folks at Yankee. They, found a way to kind of shove us into the schedule prior to June, so that it can all get done and invoiced. It would be occurring 5/28 is where they're targeting to come on site. I'd like to get a communication out to the town hall employees that there may be some parking limitations and other stuff associated with it. We do have the proposal. This one's like somewhat informal, so I wanted to definitely do a vote to accept the proposal. I did send it out. There's another place, Nollmeyer, in the Boston area that basically no bid it, and I can get the name and the documentation that I sent it out to a third down in Connecticut, in the Hartford area, that does the same type of work, and they never answered me, so I'm taking that as a no bid.
Yep,
Yeah.
I just need the names. of
Right.
suppliers.
Yeah.
So I will get you both of those, because one, I actually have the formal email of a no bid, and the other one, I have documentation, I sent it, and we never heard back. So, and on paper, at least, they look like an organization that could have done the work, so. Do we need a formal contract? Or, like, how do we usually work it with something along these lines?
If they give you a proposal that you can sign, we accept that, because if it's over 10,000, we do need something.
Right, that's what we have, is a proposal right here, so.
So if you can sign it, then we'll do that. If not, we just use a standard contract.
Contract, right? Yeah.
So Beth, the only thing that I see in here that kind of concerns me, using pressure-treated wood, the pressure-treated wood over the last 7, 8 years is nothing like it used to be. Is there, I don't want to slow it down, but is there any way that we could ask them to use like white oak versus pressure treated? We would get a lot more longevity out of it, and if that's even an option.
We can certainly ask them, right?
The pressure treated now is
So-
not what it used to be,
Yeah.
so.
I think my recommendation, if you didn't mind, would be to accept their bid as is, but then go back to them and ask for an amendment, if,
Yeah,
like, what
or
the
change
price
orders,
difference would
whatever,
be
yeah.
For white oak,
to use
Yeah.
white oak.
yeah, I'd
Yeah.
be good with that.
Okay. So motion to accept the proposal for $21,200 for the bell tower repairs.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Is there any, the rest of the things on the item, do we have to do tonight, or can we?
Can you do the minutes, just so I can get them posted up
Oh,
there?
can we do the Bishop and Associate contract?
Oh, yeah,
Yep,
you have to
yep.
do that, yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, just if anyone wants any background on it, they're the folks that have been doing our assessor work for a number of years. We did go try to find us, there's two in here. One is for the property inspection agreement. It generally runs, like this last year, I think they ran around $7,000, but it's a piece type contract, so, but the volume's not really expected to be much higher. And then the valuation is on a separate scope of work, because that's only required to be done, I think it's every 5 years. Yeah, I always want to say it's 3, but it's 5.
Used to be.
Yeah, they keep changing
Yep,
stuff, right?
5 now.
So it's 5 now. So I'm not wrong under the old school, but now it's every 5. We did get one other quote on that, at 13.5, and, the contract before us from Bishop is at 9.9. So, and there was one other, we were doing it from a due diligence perspective, but we haven't gotten a third quote back yet. But since it's under 10, I think we're okay for the one that we're
Mhm.
accepting. I think we can
I
show that
think-
we're using a smart business practice.
I think it's a great deal.
So,
Okay.
So motion to approve both of the Bishop and Associates contracts.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You just want to do 18 really quick, sign student awareness, fire education grant.
Motion to sign the SAFE grant.
Second.
Any discussion? I just want to say really quick, we got $5,173.49 for the SAFE program, and then $2,633.78 for the senior SAFE program. Thanks to Chief Martell for doing the work and getting us the grant.
How about the, you want to sign the FY '27, that's for the,
Public safety insurance
yeah.
from.
Yeah.
thank you.
Motion to sign the FY '27 public safety insurance renewal.
Second.
Police and fire. and
Any
EMS.
discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to adjourn.
Well, I'm gonna
She
make a
wants the
motion
minutes,
to
right?
approve minutes for 1/20/26, 1/28/26, 3/10/26, 3/18/26, and 3/23/26. The
Second.
fact that Karen got that many out there, I
I'm
would
trying
feel
to catch
bad we
up.
didn't get it done
Once
for
we
us,
get
so.
an interim in, I can really catch up, okay?
All right.
All right, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Beth,
Motion to adjourn.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
When do you want the next?